What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Controversy Lab.
Where controversy is key.
I am your host, Lekel House.
I am the Hat Man, RTJ.
Yes, welcome back to Controversy Lab. I am your host, Lekel House. You may notice I am draped out in African threads. Yes, because I have just watched the movie Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, what's up? I got that from Old National.
Shit, as much as this motherfucker calls, I wish. God damn. I wish this motherfucker would have came out of a flea market. Shit, this motherfucker was expensive as fuck. Shit.
Shout out to Old National Flea Market.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. I saw the price. I was like,
held me down for a lot of years.
Nigga, how much y'all want for this motherfucker? But I tried it on and fell in love with it. So I was like, shit, it's like a dope poncho. You know what this motherfucker?
I mean, it's cool.
You know, because me and the family going to the cabin for the holidays. So I saw this shit. I was like, I can wear this shit by the fire. You know what I'm saying? And you know.
Oh no, you gotta see this robe I got.
We got a what?
I got a robe.
Okay.
It's nice. But what's going on, man?
What are you talking about today?
Today we're talking about we're gonna go back to Kanye. His latest interview where he was in a car window. Just basically telling people how you feel now.
Kanye West says it's up from here. So we're gonna roll the clips. You guys can see the clips. So we can talk about specifically from the video. And then we're going to dig in our perspectives about Kanye West. Keep in mind, guys, this is Controversy Lab. All of our perspectives are from a controversial perspective. We give you controversial perspectives and controversial views on controversial videos, topics,
yes,
what have you. So here's a video clip, and we'll come back after the video.
That's scary. They can't control you. They can't. They try to suppress you, but that's how they try to categorize.
They can't control me. You get what I'm saying? They can control Shaq. They can control Charles Barkley. They can control LeBron James. They can control Jay-Z and Beyonce.
But not you, man.
But they can't control me. You
Not
see,
you.
it ain't no name I won't name.
Exactly.
It's up.
Not you.
You know what I'm saying? And just for Minister Farrakhan, I love you, but the way you read that, I took that as a slight. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking no disrespect from nobody. So let's get on the phone and let's talk that out. I don't care who you are. I ain't taking no slice from nobody, right? I ain't taking no slice from nobody. It's God. That's the only person that I serve. My mom ain't here. My mama was sacrificed.
Me too.
You understand?
Yeah. I'm Christian.
Michael Jordan, what about him? His daddy, right? Bill Cosby, his son, right? Dr. Dre, his son. You know, out in Hollywood, a lot of people come up missing. Feels like it might be a lot of that in order to control, traumatize. They want to monetize and traumatize. And God loved me. You understand? They hit me. Gap, Adidas, all that away. Still, Forbes, who hate me, right, had to write net worth 400 million. Jesus is king. God loved me.
That's more important thing in life.
That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? And this truth is going to be heard. Y'all can't send none of y'all Meek Mills, y'all Puffies, y'all Lil Boozy, none of these names, none of these people that have to listen to y'all because they have legal. I never killed nobody, right? I'm the pussy that never killed nobody, right? But that means I can say whatever I want and not go to jail.
Okay, so there you have it. Kanye West says it's up from here. He's talking about, he name dropped a couple people. Jay-Z name dropped LeBron James,
Charles,
Shaq, you know,
all these
Jay-Z
people.
and Beyonce.
I know, right?
I was shocked you brought Beyonce in it.
I'm not.
But I didn't hear Beyonce say anything about it though. I didn't hear her speak up about Kanye. You like?
I mean, as far as right now, have you heard Jay say anything about Beyonce? I mean, about Kanye?
No.
So
my point is, like, we know that Kanye and Jay are back and forth, right? Like, if you
Little
have a
brother,
problem,
big brother.
right? Yeah. So if you have a problem with me, you can talk about me. Don't talk about my wife. My wife ain't got anything to do with it, bro. If she ain't said nothing, you know.
Okay, I agree with that. That's between you and me.
That's between men. So
yeah.
I fuck with Kanye. You know, I fuck with Kanye's perspectives, his movement, things he's doing. But I don't appreciate, like, you don't go after somebody's wife just because you know her. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
But what do you feel about everything that's going on with him, like right now?
Okay, first of all, we've been going for a minute, so you know, there's a lot of traction, you know, on this topic, and there's things that need to be right, and then so there's perspectives that I have that I've vocalized amongst myself, and then those that I've known, and people, you know, they feel some kind of way about my perspectives. But again, It's called Controversy Lab for a reason. We didn't just title it that because we thought it was cool, because, you know, we have controversial perspectives about shit. So with me, with Kanye, I initially felt like Kanye was making that play to get out of his contract.
Think so? Okay.
Initially.
Okay.
Because think about it. When Sway, you know, told him, look, you should do your own thing, when Kanye was complaining about his business dealings with certain brands and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
Sway was like, yo, do it on your own. You don't need to go to these people, which is some shit I was saying, like, you're a fucking multimillionaire. Do it on your own. You don't need to attach yourself to a big
Because
company.
everybody that's going to these companies are there because of you.
Exactly.
Yeah. The first one was with Nike, then he went to Adidas.
Right. So I can't remember the last time outside of Shell Toes that I bought some goddamn Adidas. And to me, the only pair of Adidas I think are dope are the Shell Toes. What?
Okay, just check it.
These are Nikes, bro.
I know. I looked at it. Just check it.
So I said it to say I thought that he was trying to make this play to get out of his contract, because at the end of the day, like, you have the capital now to do it on your own. Why wouldn't you? If I was in this position and I went out of my contract, it's more lucrative for you to do it on your own. You're a billionaire attached to Adidas. And then in any given moment, if Adidas wants to drop you, they'll do exactly what the fuck they just did.
So he wasn't a billionaire until he got with Adidas.
Exactly.
First of all, I'll say this. Adidas has been my go-to from day one. I was never a Nike person. I was always an Adidas person. Adidas, as far as playing ball, felt better to me. Now, I've never bought a pair of Yeezys. I was always, you said you wasn't. I was a shell toe. No, you said you did, but I was shell toe. I was a shell toe person. I was a slide person. I was just anything Adidas. That's what I was. Now, this thing here, as far as what he's going on, as far as they dropped him, I never really bought a pair of shoes that was attached to anybody's name. And I don't think that he did it to get out of the contract. I just think he's found some shit. And he's starting to understand that who the original people are.
Found some shit. What do you mean?
Like, as far as like understanding who the original people are.
Well, no, but see, the thing is, I don't agree with that, because my thing is, you can find who the original people are, but then when you turn around and you say shit, reckless shit that could threaten your contract. And even on Drink Champs, they were like, you know, talking about his contract. He said, I could say some shit like this and Adidas won't drop me. So I'm feeling like you're saying fucked up shit about people that you have a contract with. To me, it felt like he was trying to get out of his contract. I'm not saying that's what I think he's done.
Okay.
Because his habits and the things he's doing after the fact, to me, is not conducive to somebody saying, okay, I want to get out of my contract. I'm going to take my money and do my own thing. Because he's been backtracking and apologizing.
Okay. So can we start here? Where's I watched the Drink Champs. Maybe I missed something, but he didn't really say anything.
No, he didn't really say anything. I feel like that was out of the way. I'm just saying that I think that the issue was when he said, I can pretty much say whatever the fuck I want, and Adidas ain't going to drop it, ain't going to do shit. So I felt like maybe that pushed the executives at Adidas to be like, okay, we're going to put this motherfucker in his place. Because in their contract, as we see,
Moral contract.
the contract now says that they can push him out of the deal and still sell the shoes that he helped design.
So that's fine. So I don't know if you remember, I want to say probably like early this year, I want to say about June or July, Adidas actually started moving him out because they were making a shoe that was similar to the Yeezy. And he complained about that, but nobody paid any attention to it. So there was a shoe out, I want to say around the summertime, that was compatible to the Yeezy, but strictly because it wasn't named Yeezy, nobody paid attention to it. He made a big fuss about it. The shoe was
but you can't really make a big fuss about it, because this is the point that I'm making.
Okay.
That's why you don't go to another company that has more money than you, more pull than you, more leverage than you, and then think that I'm going to introduce a shoe up under this umbrella. You guys make shoes. And then I'm going to get upset because you make another shoe that kind of looks like the shoe I helped y'all design. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It comes to the territory. I would expect that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They was already planning on getting rid of him anyway.
I wouldn't say that they were planning on getting rid of him. I would just say that they were trying to make as much money as possible off designs that they saw were doing well, which is just business, right? I can't get mad at that. You know what I'm saying? The difference is if I'm creating a shoe all on my own and then I see you copy my shoe, then maybe I can turn around and create a lawsuit and say you're copying my shoe, things like this. But if we're on the same team contractually, technically they can fucking get away with it if they want to. So this is why
they on the design team.
Exactly. So this is why they pushed them out and they're still selling the fucking shoes and just took his fucking name off of them. You know what I'm saying? Now, the problem is, are people in the black community going to still support Kanye and say we're not going to buy the fucking shoes because that's a fucked up ass deal? Are they going to do that? We don't know, because people are coming back crucifying Kanye, saying that he's wrong and he's anti-Semitic. So let's talk about that, right? Like,
let's go.
How can Kanye West be anti-Semitic when we know the Semitic people are black people?
So here's my thing. Yes, we know that, but I don't think we actually want to believe that. That's what I'm saying. And like Semitic, it's actually like it's Shemitic. And that's what they've gone to.
But if you believe in Jesus and you believe in tithing and you believe in going to church on Sunday, then you do believe that the black people are Semitic, but you're subscribing to white supremacy because the original people, the Hebrew people in the Bible, the scriptures are black people. It says it in the book.
So this is my problem. This is my problem with these people who go to church. They just listen to what somebody's telling them, and they don't actually read.
They're too lazy. They don't want to read.
Majority of the people who actually go to these buildings and say, "Hey, I'm this, I'm that," they don't actually read what's actually in there. So yes, you are correct. It's saying that yes, it says everything in the book
That you're holding in your hands.
It's supposed to be reading.
And it's supposed to be reading.
We don't as a group do not actually read. We're listening to what somebody's
come on, bro.
us.
People won't even read the comment section, let alone they won't even watch a whole video like this and then in the comment section give their point of view. Let alone read a Bible.
I got a brand new one for you. Everybody eats them noodles in a cup. Nobody reads it. It's not supposed to be going in the microwave.
Shit. I haven't eaten noodles since I was a kid, but I remember when I was
supposed to go in the microwave. So that lets you know it's supposed to pour hot water in there.
Yeah.
But
and there's a picture that shows you that
exactly
with instructions, and people still put noodles in the microwave. That's a good point.
That's how our people are. Kyrie said it best. If you do, it's a quote that's been going on forever. If you do not want a black person to know anything, put it in a book.
Okay, cool. But, as we know, the same thing with Kyrie. Kyrie spoke up about, what I'm saying, his perspectives about, you can't be anti-Semitic when the black people are the Semitic people. But, as it relates to most people, now I'll say this, and, I've tried to give my 2 cents to people. If people give me pushback, I just leave it at that. I let them just read and come to realization on their own. I remember talking to a young lady and telling her, stop tithing, because tithing is not money. People, it's common sense.
So,
okay?
and that's the thing. We will listen to what somebody tells us instead of just doing the research for ourselves.
And a lot of this stuff, happens with, Kanye West. Like, people will jump on the bandwagon trying to crucify Kanye without doing their own due diligence and doing their own research. You know what I mean? So,
but if I'm okay, so somebody, because I don't follow Christianity, I don't follow nothing, I don't follow no type of religion, but I do have my own spiritual beliefs in what I follow. So with that being said, one thing I was talking to somebody about was, like, if you really want to start studying and finding out the truth about things, if you're comfortable within the life that you live, do not do it, because it will turn everything that you believe today upside down. Right. And the truth, once you start seeing the truth, everything in your life that is happening, now you're questioning it. And that comes with a lot of ownership as far as when you start questioning things, because you now see that for some people, my mom lied, my dad lied, my teacher lied, everybody in my life has lied. So if you're comfortable with the way life is, do not go search for the truth.
The problem is there's 2 parts to it, right? So people are not going to go search for the truth because, as you know, most people who don't really follow Christianity are people who've actually researched the religion for themselves. And they see that a lot of these pastors are just after a money grab. Tithing is not real.
Yes.
They take that money, and people know that churches don't have to pay taxes. So as it relates to churches, their whole game is to take your money, lie to you, give you fluff and feel good sermons. And our ancestors ate that shit up, right? So, but the point is, most people will not start to research for themselves because one question turns into 5, that turns into 10, that turns into, you got to go read a whole bunch of shit to get a clear understanding about your beliefs. And it will rock your core, and it will make you, curious about, well, all these traditions and things that I followed, am I just following tradition, or are they rooted in scripture? And then people start to realize, a lot of folks don't know that all the holidays that you're supposed to be following are in the Old Testament. They're in the old book, right? So, the thing is, and I'll say this and we'll get off the whole religious piece because I don't want this video to be strictly about religion, because it's not.
And not trying to downplay anybody's religion. If you believe, you believe what you believe. However, there's something.
I downplay Christianity, first of all. If you go research any religion, all religions are man-made religions.
I mean, yeah.
And they all start with and again, I'm not prejudiced or racist against anyone, but they're all started by white people, white men that start these religions. Pentecostal, Christianity, all these religions are started by a man. Even the Bible itself says it only talks about being a Christian, Christianos, which is a follower of Christ. It doesn't speak about religion. So if you follow religion, you're following something man-made, because the only thing that exists in the scripture is a Christian.
The reason I say this is because I look at it like this. As long as you have something that makes you a good person, then I can't fault you for having that, for making you a
I'm
good
not.
person.
I'm not.
That's why I
pressing
say
up,
that.
I'm not pressing up to fault anybody. But I'm
Okay.
talking about my beliefs. I believe if you're following a religion, I don't agree with that shit, because at the end of the day, it's for me to say that I don't have a problem with Christianity would say that I don't have a problem with pastors lying to people, taking their money and going to buy fancy cars and big mansions. Okay. And you lying to people, telling them that, oh, come down here and pay your tithes. And they're telling people you're going to be blessed for giving me your money. That is mental manipulation.
Well, see, that where we differ on that is that I don't think all of them do it. So I can't say that the whole religion entirely.
That is a part of their that is a part of
the
their
reason
teaching.
I say that is because I don't know every pastor, every bishop, or everyone. That's the reason I say that. I don't know everybody.
Creflo Dollar
is
literally
apologize.
just came out this year.
Yes.
Came out and said the tithing is not of the Bible.
Yes.
And all the people that were following Creflo Dollar, I was telling them that, and they was looking at me like I was fucking crazy. Telling me I wasn't of God. And now Creflo himself has came out because he feels bad. You know what, people?
Multi-millionaire with 2 apartments in New York
that
he don't use in a private jet. One that he then said that he needed to get a new one because, my bad, let's go.
Yeah, went to his followers and said, I need a new jet. And they went and bought him one. Same Creflo Dollar finally came out and said, you know what, this is wrong. So all these Joel Osteens, all these pastors taking money from people, no, I don't agree with that.
I mean, but I'm just saying that I don't know every pastor.
Let go of the stronghold in our communities, because our women are the most accessible to it. But anyway, getting back on topic with Kanye West. So my whole point is, I'm
done with Chuck, done with Shaq. I'm done with that whole little TNT thing, because that's just like you're trying to ridicule a person for like them making our people aware of what the truth is and stop hiding behind or just working behind somebody who's been stealing our identity for centuries.
Right.
So that's I'm kind of done with that shit. I ain't got to deal with it, so I'm done with it. This is the reason I'm done with Shaq. I'm done with Chuck, but most importantly, I'm done with Nori because, like, Nori has done several interviews with Riz Islam, who always says and speaks out and says that this is like we are the true Jews, we are the true people of everything. But yet and still, because now Kanye goes in a little bit harsh and doesn't say anything bad, and you have more viewers now. White people are starting to get on you, and you want to take down the interview. That's some bullshit. You can't do that. So I'm kind of done with Nori.
He took the interview down and he re-uploaded it. He edited the video and then he re-uploaded it. And then he went out to save face because, he had just got an award. And I guess he just wanted to protect the brand. I understand. I can't judge anyone for wanting to protect their brand, whatever choices he chose to make to protect his brand. Kudos to you. I respect Nori for having Kanye back on his show. So I respect the main reason I saw you look, but the main reason I respect Nori is because Nori said he didn't want to. He did no, I don't. Let me take that back. I don't respect Nori because he went back and edited the video. He edited the video, even though Kanye in the interview said, "Maybe I don't know if I should say that." In the interview, Nori went back and deleted it, even though he said that he believes in not censoring content, but he said he will moving forward.
My question to you, sorry to cut you off, but my question to you is, what is freedom of speech?
Letting people say the fuck they want to say. Period. Giving somebody a platform, letting them say what the fuck they want to say and not ridiculing them for it, not attacking them for it. Everybody has their own opinions, and everybody's opinion should be heard.
So now I don't like Nori because he did that shit. However, I appreciate how DJ EFN was like, no, let him speak, let him say his piece, let him do this, let him do that, and that's the respect I have for the show. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no. So so I was disappointed in Nori for actually censoring the video and taking certain things out. I'm a firm believer that, whatever, especially on Controversy Lab. That's why it's titled what the fuck it's titled. Like, you're going to hear some shit here that's controversial. And we have some segments that we're planning in the future that's going to change the scope of the show. And all that shit's going to be controversial. And we're going to push people telling their full truth and just leaving it what it is. Like, I don't care about people's feelings. You know what I'm saying? If your feelings are hurt, so fucking what? It's a free country. If you want to go somewhere that's ran by a dictator, then go to North Korea or some country that's fucking ran by a dictatorship. That's going to censor you, not let you say what the fuck you want to say. I just feel like so many people, attack Kanye, turn their back on Kanye because they feel like, oh, he's on drugs and he's medicated and he has mental issues. If you listen to Kanye, his perspectives may be a little bit different than your average everyday sheep. Doesn't make him crazy.
No, it doesn't. Have you ever talked to a person that's labeled have you ever talked to a person that's labeled schizo?
No.
have a conversation with person that believes. They say some beautiful, authentic, educated shit. The only thing about them is that they like this. They'll say something like that'll make you think. That'll be a great think piece. But the problem is the next shit that they say. Right. So like everybody that's labeled crazy, they're labeled crazy because they say something that's very truthful, and they don't have no filter. They're not really worried about anybody's feelings, but it's the fact that they got to get the truth out. Right. So that's what we got to start looking at. Why are these people being labeled crazy? Why is Kanye being labeled crazy? It's because he told the truth. And it's always the black people that ends up telling the truth. And then you got these.
Think about it this way. All the black people that are inside of the construct that is created by, you know, our white brothers and sisters that run this construct, if you have everyone that's following the rules, staying inside the box, that becomes normality. That's normal. If you see shit going on and you don't want to speak on it, and you just stay in the box to make your money,
I get you.
That's normal.
I get you. Yeah.
Right? But then when you have someone that's inside the circle that looks around,
inside the box,
sees the bullshit, and then starts to speak out, he's going to be deemed as crazy. Why? Because why aren't all these other people saying anything? These people who are staying in line and not speaking on certain things. People are sitting here calling Kanye anti-Semitic because he's bringing out the fact that a lot of these Jewish people, they write fucked up contracts and they steal money from people. They write these fucked up contracts for these rappers.
And we just label it as business.
And it's okay. And then Kanye stands up and says, no, this isn't fucking right. You guys are stealing money from people. You're doing bad business. I'm going DEFCON 3 on all Jewish people. Now, the problem is so many people got upset and were like, oh, he said DEFCON 3. Go fucking look up and research. You got a phone. Look up and research what DEFCON 3 even is. It's a military term for being on high alert.
Back up. Remember we said these motherfuckers back up.
but you motherfuckers don't go read shit. So automatically it's, oh, he's talking about DEFCON 3. How could he say that? Why don't you go Google it? Matter of fact, let's pull up DEFCON 3 and put it on the screen. Go ahead and Google DEFCON 3 and read what it is. We're going to put that on the screen so you people know. We're going to give you, we'll do the hard work for you, right?
Pops right up. Force readiness increased above normal levels.
Forced readiness. Say it again.
Force readiness increased above normal levels.
So DEFCON 3 does not mean I'm going to go out there and hurt anyone. DEFCON 3 does not mean I'm going to go maim or kill anyone. DEFCON 3 means that I'm ready. I have a force readiness, meaning I'm watching everything around me, meaning I'm being aware of everything going on. And if it has to go there, I'm prepared to go there.
But again, this is something that we're asking people to do. Like, only thing me as a sheep, I'm listening to what somebody else is telling me I need to be aware of. He said, oh, DEFCON. That just means he's going to kill some people.
Exactly. Because you're too fucking ignorant to know what the fuck DEFCON 3 is.
Hey, we're not going to look it up. It's just like asking people to look up their own name.
And then so people get upset, they repost shit, retweet shit, and then people, I'm going to jump on the bandwagon. I'm mad too. Fuck Kanye.
Yeah. So it's a topic that unfortunately our people are going to continually follow the whites that's leading them. But man, this conversation going forever.
Yeah, so in closing, I'll just say, people, do your own fucking research. And if you do your own research and you still have an issue with Kanye's, thought-provoking perspectives, more power to you. You know what I'm saying?
At least you did the research. A lot of, and I started to drag on, but a lot of people actually said, a lot of these talking heads on TV, black talking heads on TV, actually said that they didn't do the research, but they're still calling him an idiot.
It was a great quote I saw. And I'm probably going to butcher it, but in closing, I'll leave you guys with this. It said that, great minds are teachable. They can be taught by anyone, and they can learn from anyone. And it said, ignorant minds think they have all the answers. So with that being said, people, do your own fucking research. Don't think that you know every fucking thing.
Oh, I got a quote.
Without.
Take a look. It's in a book.
A Reading Rainbow. They was telling y'all this shit in preschool. They was telling y'all this shit in pre-K. Take a look. It's in a book.
A Reading Rainbow.
With that being said, we're out.
Controversy at.